So let me start with the multiple choice timed assessment demo for quantum mechanics. Again, I'm doing this a little bit early because I want to split these demos into 2 weeks so that I can still work on some of the homework questions playing with the ChatGPT. Now, when I use ChatGPT for this, I'm not doing it as any kind of demonstration that anybody should be following. What I'm doing right now, without any hint of joking or kidding, it is cheating. You should not be doing it. It one violates the timed assessment rules about no outside help, and two, it violates the course honor code because if you're using ChatGPT the way I'll be using for the next 4 minutes or so, you're not using it to learn. So what the work you are submitting does not, it's not your work. So um, it's so you should not be. I'm doing this not as a demonstration of what anybody should be doing, but frankly, me as an instructor, just keeping track of what is technologically possible. Because what ChatGPT is able to do today, even what was it, 2 years ago when it first, ChatGPT 3.5, 4 first got publicly released. I frankly wouldn't have imagined how good it would become. Because at first I thought, hey, that's a typical B minus student, misses a lot of modern physics questions. But it's been good. I think it got most, if not all, of the special relativity questions last time. And with the quantum mechanics, frankly, it wouldn't surprise me if ChatGPT gets either 100% or close to 100%. So I'm, as your instructor, just keeping track of, keeping up with what technology makes possible. Now, you as a student should not be using generative AI during the timed assessment. Now, there are ways to use it honestly. As in, you can use it to study between your 3 attempts allowed. That's totally possible, and I'll talk a little bit about that maybe at the end of this demo. But during the timed assessment, no generative AI. So let me start with my usual prompt. I have to give ChatGPT basically opposite of the other prompt that I've been giving. So when I play with the ChatGPT for problem sets, I've been basically telling it, don't give me the answers, I want to learn. Today, for this demo, I'm telling it the exact opposite. So let me say, hi, I'm here to work on some of the quantum mechanics multiple choice questions for practice. Um, when I paste in the question, would you please answer the question as quickly as possible and please number the choices A, B, C, D, etc. Um, and um, and explain why the answer is correct. Explain briefly why the answer is correct. Thank you. And it'll acknowledge. And when it acknowledges, I'll start. And let's see how well it goes. Last time, I think, was it with the special relativity? It got stuck in a session and I had to, restart several times. But we'll see. So I'm just gonna get myself ready and start. I'm basically gonna copy and paste very quickly. You will see me kind of stagger what I paste. It's basically designed to minimize the amount of time ChatGPT will spend on this set of questions. My main goal is to be limited by how quickly ChatGPT answers. So with that, let's start. Question one. And while it's answering, I'll uh, copy the rest of the questions into buffer. 2, 3, 4. It's another. Oh, it's okay. I gotta paste into Answer. Wow, that is really long. You already said that is correct. Alright. Let me actually put 3 into the buffer. 1, 2, 3, and I already have through 4 in the buffer. I need a 5. Oh, wow, already answered. Who was A, right? I have 5 in buffer, I think. Let me put 6 into buffer. 7 into buffer. I'm sorry. That was, I think, a 3, so, oops, actually, probably pasted in the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask, and just answer the 3. C. Yeah, I think I put 7 into buffer, so let me put 8. 9 is gonna have to be in 2 questions or 2 screenshots. And I'll have to remember that to keep track of which questions are, like which buffer item is which number of the question. Alright, so I asked it for, I'll have, so I can probably do this. I can have basically 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I should ask 5. C is creating. While it's answering 5, let me put in 6, 3, 5, 6, 7, maybe through 8. Yeah, so ask 3 questions at a time. I think it'll recognize that I asked 3 questions. So 5, 8, and it'll answer 6, 7, 8. And when that's done, I can ask it 9. And let me just ask 9 because it's already coming in 2 screenshots. I don't want to confuse it with multiple things. So yeah, so it's answering 6. Correct answer. Oh wow. E proposed universal relationship. 7 was A. 8 was A. I'm asking in 9. Okay, let me paste in 10, and how are we doing on time? So it'll probably spend a little over 5 minutes, which means I probably have a chance at beating it on time, I think. And as soon as it answers 10 and I enter it here, um, I'll submit. If we got anything wrong, I can kind of double check stuff later as to see if any of the wrong answers was operator error. And so I think in terms of time, it's gonna be something like a 5 point something. No, yeah, 5 point something minutes. So, hmm. It needs to finish calculation to tell me the answer. 3.8 something? No. Is it this one? Maybe? That might be the last one. How are we doing on time? Yeah. So ChatGPT spent a little over 5 minutes, I think. I think I can beat it. It kind of depends on how many calculation questions I get. KE. Yeah, I could have answered it earlier. So let's see. Did I miss anything? 100%. Wow. Yeah. So I have no chance of beating it on accuracy. because it got every question right. Yeah. Let me scroll through these answers and explanations in case anyone's actually interested. And it spent 5.5 minutes. So I do have some chance of beating it on time. Some chance, not a lot of chance. So with the question, well, I'll just slowly scroll through. Question one, question two, question three, question four, question five, question six, question seven. Oh, yeah, this is seven. Question eight. This is eight. Question nine. The question, all these choices, and you get A. And question 10. So, so yeah, I have no hope of beating ChatGPT in accuracy because it got every question right. I still have some hope of beating it on time. I do have an unfair advantage of having written all these questions and having done them enough times to kind of have them memorized. But I will tell you, uh, I'm a little tired, so I might make mistakes. Mm. So I have Wolfram Alpha as my calculator, and after I compose myself, I'm gonna start. And um, so on time, I'm pretty sure I'll beat it. So it's a question of if I can tie it on accuracy. So, mm. And so for the next hopefully 4 minutes or so, it's gonna be very quiet. I'm not gonna talk at all because I need to focus answering the questions. There might be some excited utterances, but that's it. I'm not gonna deliberately explain anything. So I think I'm ready. Let me start. 얼마나 uh-uh. Oh, I have a lot of time there. Not good. Say and maybe. I have a formula memorized. Minimum, so n equals 1, h squared over 8 times n times l squared. So h is 1 constant, mass is Proton mass is fine. That's kind of close to proton mass. 0.3 E minus 4 meters. If I remember the correctly, it should give me something in energy. And right. Yeah, these two can cancel each other out. I answered all the questions. Do I have time to? Don't really have time to double check. Well, if I missed anything, will be embarrassing, but I'm gonna try to beat ChatGPT on time. All right, I got everything right. Good. Um, yeah, and I think I beat it on time because total of 8.9 minutes. ChatGPT spent 5.5, so I spent 3.4 minutes. So still keeping up, I can match it on accuracy and and, and beat it on time still, but yeah, yeah, and yeah. I feel like we've reached a plateau. I feel like the fastest I can do this is about maybe 4 minutes, and fastest, I can copy and paste and stuff is like 5 minutes or so with the ChatGPT. So I don't know if in the future this will change significantly, as in we'll both get 100%, assuming I don't make mistakes. And I think because these are kind of easy questions, I think I'm still faster. But if these end up being more complex questions, at some point the ChatGPT will probably be faster. Now, let me scroll through my attempt in case you are wondering, how did I get that answer, and your you want some sort of explanation, but I wasn't giving. Then hey, you can ask ChatGPT. Just take a screenshot here, ask ChatGPT, and it'll probably give you a correct answer. So let me just slowly scroll through. Now, if there's a kind of a tricky or challenging question, I might actually ask a ChatGPT to explain it. And that's my demonstration of an academically honest use of ChatGPT. You can use it to study basically. Here I know I got every question right, but maybe you don't. Which questions you got right, which questions you missed. So in that case, you can ask ChatGPT, and it says I got it wrong, and like let's say I can ask this question. So let's say I'm not sure if how this question is right. So because before I think when I was I was mistakenly plugging in the reciprocals, so I kept getting this 2.5 times. Let's say I misread it to be 10 to the minus 7 in meter. So a little bit of dyslexia. uh, for this question, I was just guessing because I was getting 2.5 E minus 7 meter, but that wasn't one of the choices. Can you help explain why lambda equals 4.0 minus 8 meter is correct? And I wonder if ChatGPT will explain my wrong answer because it involves two distinct mistakes. Accidentally doing the reciprocal and then misreading the power of 10. I don't know if ChatGPT will work through those two mistakes. Uh, I mean, yeah, that's the correct answer. Yeah. Oh, I think this is still um, on my previous prompt. So yeah, you may have the lost factors omitted. Oh, that could have been. That's a factor of 10 error. RH was missed. Used EV, yeah. Uh, yeah. But this would have even bigger power of 10 error. Um, yeah. Yeah, kind of guessing a source of mistake from the final answer. It is hard. So I don't know if I would do that. Like I was making the mistake myself. So this is question 4. Um, question 5. Now, 1 GeV, I guess it's a little bit off. I don't know if in Rutherford experiment, any of the alpha particles had more than 10 MeV. Um, but let me ask ChatGPT. Maybe they'll give. So I'll to counter my previous instruction. I'll say, please give a more thorough explanation here. I thought the alpha particles used by Rutherford were pretty energetic. So shouldn't the answer here be 1 GeV? I hope it gives you some examples of the radioactive source that Rutherford used, which would give the typical kinetic energies of the alpha particle used by Rutherford. Yeah, yeah, the alpha particles with energies around the 4 to 8. Yeah. Now, if it's over 10, then it is now within a factor of 100. But nothing above 10. I don't think with that kind of energy difference, those radioactive sources emitting alpha particle at such a large energy probably won't be stable enough to stick around for long. So yeah, within a factor of 100 or 1 MeV. It's actually within a factor of 10, but I think I was a little bit worried about being too far off. Question 5, question 6, question 7. Um, let's see. Nah, it's fine. Question 8, question 9. So here, let me ask. So I'll say I got the correct answer by guessing, but I don't know why that's correct. I got lucky and guessed the correct answer, but I don't understand the why. Oh, and then question 10 is I think easy enough. So anyways, so that's question 10, but if you are wondering, then you can take a screenshot and ask ChatGPT. Yeah, the main thing is the changes. Do they decrease or increase the tunneling probability? And for this, you basically two effects that'll kind of go the other way. That is so. Well, maybe it's a. I don't know if this is a handy thing so much. So, but this is going at how the I don't know the decay constant it determines, but maybe the product kappa L, because I think that's what a lot of these depend on. The barrier heights that'll affect the kappa, and the barrier width well that is the L. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's each of these statements. It's giving you these. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Product me. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good explanation. Yeah, that's what was going through in my head as I read through each of the choices. So yeah, that's great. So I'm still keeping up, because I'm doing a lot of things in my head without explaining. I'm faster, and so far I haven't made any mistakes. And so we're tied in terms of accuracy.